This conference will now be recorded.
So today we'll be starting our next topic, that is vendor master customizing. The topics that we are going to cover in vendor master customization, they are: understand the role of account group in vendor master record and its customizing, number range customizing, field selection in vendor master record, partner role setup, and partner schema and its determination. So these are the topics we will be covering in the vendor master customization. So for the vendor master customization, we will do the customization for vendor master account groups, field selection, number assignment, levels for vendor data, and partner roles. We will discuss one by one. Okay, so whenever we are creating the vendor master, we are assigning a account group to the vendor master. So this account group will control whether it is a normal vendor or whether it is a one-time vendor. Okay, and it will control the type of number assignment, whether it is a internal number, whether it is a external number, vendor account number, and the number range. So the number range from which the vendor number has to be assigned, this also it will control. And it will control the field selection, which field is mandatory, which field is optional. Those are also controlled by this account group. And whether you can maintain the vendor subranges or plant specific data, whether you can maintain this or not, this is also controlled by account group. And partner roles, what partner roles are permitted, and using the partner scheme. So all these functions are controlled by account group, vendor account group. So whenever we are creating a vendor, if I go to the system, when we create the vendor, we log into the system. Okay, whenever we are creating a vendor, okay, we are giving company code, purchase order, and we are giving a account group. So we have all these account groups. So basically this account group will control all these functions. So without account group, you cannot create the vendor master. Suppose if I try to go inside without account group, you cannot create. Specify the account group. So this account group will control all these functions. So we will see one of the account group. So let us go to the one more session. I'll go to account group, SPRO, go to SAP reference IMG, logistics general. Okay, go to logistics general, business partner, go to business partner. Okay, now vendor control. Okay, here define account groups and field selection. This is the one. This is a place where you can create new account group if required. So we will discuss about one of the account group. Suppose if we go to FFPD, I'll go to this account group. Okay, or let's go to 001 only, 0001. Let me go to this account group. If you click on the details, you see this is account group, this is account group name. And here first we'll start with, these are the settings for the account group. First we'll start with field selection. So whenever you are creating a vendor, some fields are mandatory, some fields are optional. Suppose if I try to create a vendor, again I'll go to XK01. Okay, I'll use the account group, this one. I'll use the account group 0001. So if I use the account group 0001, the moment I enter, if you see here, the name field is mandatory. Okay, suppose if I don't enter any name here, search term is mandatory, name is mandatory, country is mandatory. Suppose if I enter name something, I will enter Prakash. I'll enter some search term same as Prakash. Okay, and if I don't enter the country, the moment I enter, see, fill in all required entry fields. So here only name, search term, and country are mandatory. Other than this, the remaining fields are not mandatory. Okay, so if you enter the country, then only system will take you to the next screen. That means these three fields are mandatory, whereas other fields are optional. So where you will make these fields as mandatory? So these fields you will make mandatory here in the account group. In the account group, here you see there is a subscreen called field status. Here, if you go to general data, if you double click on the general data, again in the general data you have 4 sections: address, communication, control, payment transaction, contact person. So if you put the cursor on the address, if you go to choose, see here, if you see name 1, it is a required entry, and search down, it is a required entry. So this is how you make which field you want to make it required entry. You can do it here. Optional entry means it is optional entry. If you don't enter the value also, its system will allow you to go further. Display means it will be in grayed out. So this is the one. This is the one which is called field selection. Okay. Suppose if you go to the next screen, next page, say this is here. Now again, if you want to go to the next page, page down. So this is how you go. Okay. So here, next one is what? Country. Country was mandatory, right? So just go back here, communication, double click. This is okay. Here, address only. Okay, so this is a place where you will make all the fields, which fields you want to make it mandatory, which field you want to make it optional, that you can do it here. So which is called field selection. Field selection. Now if you go to the next one, if you want to have the next one, so go back, communication, this is okay, communication, control, all these controls. Okay, this is a control. Okay, so all the fields. Now next one is payment transaction. So you will have the fields over here. You have to make which one you want to make it mandatory, optional, display grayed out mode. You can do this here. Okay, so this is the field selection. Okay, now the next one, as you go in the vendor master, once you enter this, you go to the next screen. So control, right? So control, account control, payment transaction. So those things, company code data. Double click. Now company code data, you have this group. So like this, in this group, you go to the particular fields. So this is how you go to the particular field and you make it mandatory, optional, or display. Okay. So this is the field selection. Field selection. So next we will discuss about, okay, number range. So whenever we are creating the vendor master, okay, system is assigning a number to the vendor. Suppose if I go back, I'll not save this. Suppose if I go to the existing one of the vendor, if I take this vendor, okay, so this vendor code is this one, 943745. So this vendor is created with account group. If I go to environment, if I go to extras, administrative data, this vendor is created with this account group 0001. So for this account group, what is the number range assigned? 90. So in this 90 number range, you have this interval. You have this. You will be maintaining the interval. So to see that, what you need to do is just to go back here, define number ranges for vendor master records. If you go here, intervals, first you will maintain the interval. So what is the interval we are using? 90. If you scroll down, you have this 90. This is the interval. So from this interval, it is taking the number in the sequential manner. This is a number range. This is a number range, 90. Now this 90 will be assigned to the account group. So our account group is 0001 and the number range assigned is 90. This is the configuration, number range configuration. So if you want to create a new interval also, you can create. If you want to create a new interval, click on this button, insert line, you give the number range and you give the interval, and accordingly you can create. That is also possible. Okay. So this is the number range configuration, number range for vendor master. Okay. Next we will be discussing is, if you go to the account group again, I'll go to the account group again, define account group and field selection. If I go here, okay, if I go to our account group details, now whether this vendor account group is a one-time vendor or a normal vendor. If you want this account group for a one-time vendor, you activate this checkbox. You activate this checkbox. So if you activate this checkbox, this vendor will be a used for one-time vendor. We already discussed what is one-time vendor, what is a normal vendor during our vendor master classes. Okay, so this is the for one-time account. We discussed field selection, we discussed number range. Now we will discuss about data retention level, purchasing. Okay, so here normally whenever we are creating a vendor, vendor master data normally created at purchasing organization level. Purchasing organization level. Okay, but if you want to still you want to maintain some data at plant level. Okay, if you want to maintain some data at plant level, then you have to activate this one, or plant level or some sub range level. I will tell you sub range level also. Sub range level, if you want to maintain that, then you have to activate this checkbox. Okay, so in the plant level, other than the purchase organization level, you can maintain some data. Okay, different data. So let's say I'll tell you the scenario. Let's say you have a vendor created for purchasing organization 1000. Purchase organization 1000. Okay, but this purchase organization 1000 will applicable for two plants. Let's say plant 1000, and let's say another plant 1100. Let's say plant 1100. Two plants it is having. Now in this plant, let's say terms of payment is different. And in this plant, normal terms of payment at purchase organization level it's 0001, but in the plant 1000, the terms of payment, let's say 0002. Let's assume. So if you want to maintain plant level data, then you will be using this. You have to activate these checkboxes: vendor sub range or plant level relevant. It's already activated. I will show you how this will work. Okay, so if you create a vendor master, I'll start freshly. Okay, go to xk01. I'll create a vendor. Now I'm using this account group. Enter. Okay, here I will maintain Prakash, country DE. Okay, enter. Next screen, nothing is mandatory. Okay, reconciliation account I'll maintain. Cash management group. Enter. Terms of payment. Here, terms of payment, I'll maintain 0001. Okay, enter. Now in the purchasing data screen, order currency I'm maintaining. So terms of payment, let's say purchase organization level, the terms of payment is this one, 0001. Okay, now vendor has come. Now, but at plant level, if you want to maintain plant level data, so what you have to do, go to extras. Here you see alternative data. You go here. There is no other data defined. Do you want to create the different data? Yes. Okay, now here you give the plant 1000. I want to maintain purchasing data, partner function, or I want to only maintain purchasing data. Now continue. Okay, now you see the data is purchase org level and plant level. So here for this plant, my terms of payment, let's say 0002 for this plant. Okay, so I maintain that. You can maintain remaining data. Enter. Vendor subrange, that's okay. Now go back. Okay, now complete the remaining data. I'm maintaining this. Now save it. So vendor is created. Okay, so vendor is created. This is a vendor. Okay, so I'll go to display. This is a vendor. Now here, if I create a PO using this vendor, you see how system will take. Suppose if I create a PO ME21M. Okay, I'm creating the PO using that vendor. Okay, now I'll use a material 8060, let's say 100. Plant is 1000. Now at the purchase organization level, my terms of payment is 0001. But as at the plant level, 0002 is maintained terms of payment. Now you see how system will take the terms of payment. Okay, I'll enter the price. Enter the price also. Okay, now if you go to header, sorry, go to delivery invoice. See the terms of payment. Terms of payment is taken as 0002. At purchasing organization level, even though it is 0001, at the plant level we maintain terms of payment as 0002. So that is why system has taken payment terms as 0002. So you can maintain plant level data also. So if you want to maintain the plant level data, you have to activate this plant level relevant. That box you have to activate. Now the next one is vendor sub-range relevant. So what is this vendor sub-range relevant? If you click on the button F1, okay, indicator denoting that data can be stored as a vendor master at sub-range level. Okay, so sub-range level means, let's say I'll create one more vendor. I'll create one more, sorry, this is a vendor account group, that's okay. I'll create one more vendor. Okay, so when you are creating a vendor XK01, I'm using the account group. I'll use Kumar. Okay, Kumar country. Okay, okay, let's close this. Kumar 123. Okay, so when you are creating this econ account cash management group, in the purchasing data, I'll enter the currency terms of payment. If you want to enter sub range data, so go to extras, go to alternate data again. Okay, do you want to create the different data? Yes. Here vendor sub range you can create. Okay, as of now it is not there. So to create that, what you need to do is just close this, go to sub ranges, click on the sub ranges. Here you give the sub range. Let's say all the glue products, glue, all the paint products, paint. I created two sub ranges. Go back. Okay, now again go to alternative data. Yes. Now sub range level you can create. So glue for all the glue products supplied by this vendor, you can have a different purchasing data. So this is a sub range. So with this sub range, you will give it in the info record, and accordingly it will take the sub range data, purchasing data you maintain in the vendor master. So that data, if you want to maintain, you have to activate the checkbox here, vendor sub range relevant. So that's what you will be. So if you want to maintain the plant level data, you activate this checkbox. If you want to maintain the vendor sub range relevant data, you activate this checkbox. So this is how you do the configuration. Okay, next we will be discussing is partner roles. So we already discussed during our vendor master class, partner, what are the partners. Okay, so even though you have a vendor, different people or different locations from the vendor take different role. You order the material to one location of the vendor, and goods will be supplied from one location, and the invoice will be sent from a different unit of the same vendor, and you will be make the payment sometimes to a different office of the same vendor. So these are all partner roles of the vendor master. This is already we discussed. So to configure these partner roles, first you will have partner roles. Okay, so put it here. You have partner roles. Okay, you define partner roles. These partner roles, these partner roles will be assigned to partner schema, and this partner schema will be assigned to account group, our vendor account group. So this is the configuration. So first they define a partner role. These partner roles will be assigned to partner schema, and then they will assign this to the account group. Okay, I'll show you this configuration. This is a path. Okay, so partner roles will control all these things. Different partner roles we have. Suppose if you see here, for invoice party, okay, different partner roles. Okay, good supplier, different partner role. For ordering address, different partner role. So like this you will have different partner roles. Okay, so first you define a partner role. In the partner role, you define, is this partner role unique for each vendor? It's a unique, or you can have multiple. I'll show you this in the system. Next one is what type of partner role it is. What type of partner role it is. Okay, and then does a higher level partner role exist? So these three you will maintain. Okay, and once this is created, you will assign to this, put it into the define allowed partner roles for each account group. I'll show you this. Suppose if you go here, suppose if I go to our vendor account group, what is a partner schema assigned? This is the one, FFPD. Okay, our account group is 0001. For this 0001, the partner schema assigned is FFPD. FFPD, and this, in this FFPD you will have the partner roles. I'll show you that. So let's go to first FFPD. So you need to go to separate transaction, separate path. Okay, go here. Materials management. Go here. Purchasing. Okay, go to partner determination. You go here. First you maintain partner roles. So if you go to the partner roles, define partner roles. If you go here, let's take a normal one, VN partner function. So this is a partner role. Okay, and this is a name and what type of partner it is. This is a one. Is the role unique and type of partner role. I'll come to the unique one. Okay, so if you go here, VN means it is a vendor. VN means it is a vendor partner role. Okay, so this you maintain. Now you maintain this as unique. So unique means, suppose let's say I'll go to our vendor. What we created. I'll not say this. I'll go to our own previous vendor. Okay, if I go to this vendor, I'll go to partner function. Here you have the vendor. Okay, suppose if you take good supplier, I'll take good supplier. So if I go to position GS, good supplier. Okay, good supplier. It is saying it is unique. That means unique means good supplier you cannot enter twice here in the vendor master. Suppose if I put GS again with a different vendor, see what error you are getting. Partner function GS must be unique in master record. So this partner function you can enter only once. You can only enter once. Unique. That is the unique indicator. If you remove this, suppose let's say you have now let's say invoice presented by IP. Suppose if I go to IP, IP is not unique. So I can enter one more vendor with IP function. So invoice can be presented by this vendor or another vendor. It is allowing. See, invoice can be presented by this vendor or this vendor. So it is allowing because it is not unique. That is the importance of this one. So now once you do that partner role unique or not, you define the partner type of partner role, customer or vendor. You will allocate this define allowed partner roles for each account group. So you go back. I'll not save this. Here, define permissible partner roles for account group. You go here. Now, what account group we are using? We are using account group triples, or let us go for VN. If you go to VN is function is allowed for all these account groups. Okay, VN is allowed for all these account groups. Okay, so this is account group we are using. Now we have the partner role VN. Now all the partner roles which you want to use, that you will put it in the partner schema, FFPD. Okay, so next one is partner schema. In the partner schema, you put all the roles you want to assign this to this partner schema. So we are using FFPD. Now let's go to configuration. I will not save this, or I'll go to configuration. So this one, partner settings in vendor master record. Open this, define partner schema. If you go here, what is the partner schema we are using in our account group? We were using FFPD. Our account group is this one. For this account group, this is a partner schema assigned, FFPD. So if you go to FFPD, this one, FFPD, if you select this, on the right side, there is left side, there is a folder, partner functions in procedure. Double click, you have this 4. You see, ordering address, vendor, invoice presented by, goods supplier. That is why you are getting this 4. Suppose if I create a new vendor again, I'll create a new vendor, brand new vendor, XK01. Okay, I am using this account group. Okay, enter. Okay, I'm giving the name Kumar, country. I give the terms of payment. Enter. See, now here, how many partners are coming here? OA, VN, IP, GS. So these are coming because of this one, these ones. So these are one. These are the ones. OA, VN, IP, GS, and all are mandatory. All are mandatory. All are mandatory. Okay, all are mandatory. That's why they are coming by mandatory. And one more thing is vendor is grayed out. You see here, vendor is grayed out. Why? Because it is no change. You cannot change it. Okay, suppose if I make good supplier as not mandatory, I'm making this optional. I'm making this optional. Now I'm saving this. Now I'm saving this. Now you see. Now when I create the vendor again, I'll go back. I'll not create this. Okay, I'll start again freshly. See what's happening now. What's happening? System is only proposing only the mandatory ones. Ordering address, vendor, invoice presented by. But good supplier is not proposed here because it's not mandatory. So if you want to add good supplier, you have to select from the list. Just put the cursor there. Next line. Here you select from the good supplier. Then you can add it. Then you can add it. Enter a partner number. Later on you can add it. Okay, later on you can add it. It's not mandatory. Later on you can add it. Once you save, system will assign the vendor number to all these ones. If you want to assign a different vendor, you can give it that vendor here. You can give that vendor here. So this is how. No change means you cannot change it. It's grayed out. Suppose if I save this, vendor got created. Now if I go to change mode, I'll go to partner functions. See, remaining ones you can change it. They are in editable mode, but vendor is not in editable mode because here we have made no change. So this is how you define the partner determination. You have the partner roles. So you define the partner roles here. What we defined: OA, VN, and IP. We defined IP and then GS. These are the partner roles. Now these partner roles are assigned to this partner schema, and ultimately this partner schema is assigned to partner group. This is the configuration. This is how the configuration is done. Okay. Now if you go to our again account group settings, where is that account group? Let us again, you have to go to logistics general, go to business partner. Okay, vendor account group field selection. We are using this account group. Select the account group, go to details. So this is a partner schema assigned at purchase organization level. Even you can assign a partner determination procedure at sub range level, which we discussed just now, and even at plant level also you can have different partner determination procedure like this. You can maintain L1, you can maintain like this. So this is how you can do the partner role setup for the vendor master. Okay, so that is all about partner vendor master configuration. Okay, so